This Comes From Inside is a message from the FNAF franchise to the FNAF community. In what is now over 8 years ago, FNAF was just a game, one that was almost Scott's last before it blew up like it did. Believe it or not, Five Nights at Freddy's was an amazing franchise with an even more amazing community of creative and talented individuals, but that status could really only last so long. I don't really know what caused it, but at some point that positivity and creativity wasn't the focal point anymore. Perhaps we got too wrapped up in just how well off we were, but everything suddenly became a problem to us. Now loaded with these supposed problems, we started setting fires to the community and the franchise. Not only did simply having an opinion open you up to harassment, but you were even liable for the beliefs people pushed onto your character. Once ripping into each other from within the fandom got stale, our next victim became the man himself, Scott Cawthon, the one person that loved this fandom and franchise more than anyone. Our justification for ostracizing him from the fandom was based on scars we thought he left on us that we simply couldn't quantify. The notion that this song was all about everything Scott did wrong just adds more fuel to the fire of what's going on here. We poured salt into the wounds of the man who created the franchise we've held close for so many years, and doing that permanently locked away some of the fantasy and fun that it once held. It may not be clear how or why we got here, but we're burning everything down and losing it all in the process. There's no way we could have known back then that this is where we'd end up, but that doesn't change the fact that we're here now. These days, it's easy to feel quite alone within the community, despite just how much knowledge and passion we all have in common. At the end of the day, and despite all this, we're still united by one thing, and that is FNAF. The reason we're thinking about this, and talking about this, and feeling how we feel, is that we still care about this franchise. Some may claim that they are disappointed with FNAF, or even hate it at this point, but that doesn't change the fact that they are still taking time out of their day to engage with FNAF itself and still talk about it. At the end of the day, everyone watching this is still a part of FNAF, a franchise that, despite the state of its fandom, will always be waiting for us after the dust has settled. As long as we exist, FNAF does too. And as long as FNAF exists, there's something that connects us on a deeper level. We just have to take the time to dig through those problems to unearth that connection once again, and someday I think we'll be able to do it. I'm glad you all stuck around for this one. Thank you for being a part of this community and sharing your thoughts and feelings about it. With this being the last This Comes From Inside video, I hope to keep the promise that I'll have something a lot more lighthearted prepared in the coming weeks. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.